Okay. RIP. First time it happened actually. My big toe on the sticker doors, turning it off. Damn. Was kind of sad. Just everything died down immediately. Sheesh. So yeah, we were watching this video. Mr. Beast employee calls this out. His former employee calls Mr. Beast out and is rectified by XQC. Alright, let's continue.
Bullshit, boring ass content.
Let's see.
And actually stalls out the last 10 or 15 or whatever fucking amount of time to make it entertaining because he knows the last route.
Okay, let's go back. I forgot where we were.
What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
Okay, let's talk about skills and entertainment. And this guy knows he has enough time to finish the fucking course, right? And he's not some bullshit, boring ass contestant and actually stalls out the last 10 or 15 or whatever fucking amount of time to make it entertaining because he knows the last route. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's so bad. That's so bad. No, don't do this. Don't entertain me more, please. Stop.
What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand?
I think he's just defending something that is like just if somebody says one thing and does another thing, that's just kind of weird, you know. I don't know if it's like out of context that the clips are very old, like him saying that we don't use any or nothing is scripted, and that now everything is more scripted or whatever. But I do think that it's kind of weird that he's defending that, you know, like the guy just says nothing is scripted and then there are like paid actors in it that win the actual challenge. So I don't know, don't really agree with him here.
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former Mr. Beast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at Mr. Beast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him, only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag,
Turns to Eric and says, "How do I fly this thing?" And Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online.
Doxing is basically just releasing personal information about somebody to make their location more known. Yeah, so that maybe pranks or bad things can happen. That's just doxing.
So I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here.
What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like you know, playing catch with my dad. You know.
For a year? What do you? How do you make money? How are you like surviving?
Basically, like my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store type places?
And I basically what I'll do when I get there, I usually get like an amount of food to feed for like a week or so, right?
With what money?
The money that I've made.
How did you make it?
Where? Well, listen, you're getting.
Why is it defending Mr. Beast? Brother, you need to understand that like all the fucking like Ava Chris shit, right? Like there's a good chance Mr. Beast actually doesn't like me anymore for that, right? You don't understand that. You understand how that works, right? If you're the guy who's on the fence, who's more on the back foot and is more chilling, right? And you don't really have a take and you wait the public, right? And you're in hiding, you're on people's good side. If you're like kind of controversial and kind of cover shit like that, like I did, there's a good chance he probably doesn't like that, right? And if I'm defending him here, it's because I think he deserves to be defended to some of this shit, not because I'm biased. I think I've shown my biases to be unbiased when it comes down to that in general. Dude, like, I think I've earned that spot, definitely.
Just in the details. They'll figure it out. We will die.
I didn't earn that spot.
During this time lapse on the 4th.
So basically he's saying like he has been pretty vocal about what happened with MrBeast, one of the bigger voices to actually talk about and questioning, not really pointing fingers at him, but more like what's happening over there and bringing more spotlight to it. So he feels, or he thinks, that because he said those things before to get the spotlight on MrBeast and his crew, that he now has more validity to actually give good or more honest advice and takes, which I kind of understand, so that's not a bad reasoning. It is kind of weird that, like, he's defending, I guess, things he understands more than me, which kind of strokes to me like he's defending something that not everybody believes. But I guess for people, the paid actor thing is just so weird that he's defending that. So in that way, yeah, I don't know. It's just
day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly
opinion
see
more.
there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds, but after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night,
Yeah, I said that when we watched it,
You
for
didn't
sure.
spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last
Adam
second,
David
if
checking
they
in.
You can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth.
Welcome,
the
brother.
Audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie detector video was also fake.
Have you ever
Wait.
faked a video?
Chat, because I wish people understood, like, something that's important about some of these details is that if something wasn't captured properly, something didn't go properly, but it still happened, right? I think you can buffer it out. I think that's perfectly fine to, like, oh yeah, by the way, when you said that, we didn't really hear it. Say it again in the mic. Okay, like, how is that a problem?
no.
I think that reasoning or line of reasoning is correct. Like, if there is a situation playing out and some production mishaps happen, like, I don't think it's too far of reach to be producing and taking different shots and reverbing some things or whatever. I think what more is the point here is that he's just making up a whole story that is fake, and that's kind of weird, like creating every aspect of your show to look like it's fully real and people are winning money, but then actually it's just fake stories and fake people winning money, which comes back to the idea that, like, this paid actor in this kind of format where there's money on the line is a kind of, yeah, it's kind of undefendable, I think, which is where he doesn't see the same, I guess.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
I feel sad for people that will watch this and will actually care about all this and think that this matters, like, at all. This is so fucking confusing. Dude, you cannot have a full random cast, right? You can never, ever. If you think you can have a full random cast, listen, man, you need to legitimately log off the computer, actually log off, and go to something completely different. Stop trying to do research into
Then
things.
Dave.
You've fallen off the side
He's
of
been
the earth
preaching
a
for
long
all
time
this
ago.
time.
Dude, because it's dog shit fucking content. Holy fuck. The chance you're gonna get fucking 40 people that are not gonna say a single word out of 100. Bro, most people don't say anything, react to things, don't have fun. You get 100 random subscribers, you're gonna have like 600 words for your 2-hour video. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Hey, anyone I've
Again, I think this comes back to what the format of this kind of giveaways are and these challenges. Like, if this is like a random giveaway and you're preaching it as random for people, I don't mind like if there are some paid actors in there that can create more content and controversy maybe and get people all riled up. But if you have like this free subscription or free entry kind of competitions or like lotteries, they'll come into that one later. And it's kind of weird that you're putting everything fake, like giving more attributes to one team to make it, or yeah, it's just weird to be rigging that kind of setup, you know. It's I guess more entertaining, but it doesn't really reflect anything, you know. It's just like like an event that didn't happen, you know.
friends with watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted, according to a former
I wanted to add though, he's 100% true about if you get a fully random cast, like 99% of the people will not be that entertaining. Like, look just at me, you know, 4 hours of streaming coding and that's supposed to be a stream. What? Is that supposed to entertain people? No, but that's just how many of the people are. And if that's your format of your setup and you want to give away real money to real people, yeah, then I think you should make it entertaining in the way that doesn't breach the idea of it being to help people. That's just my take.
Even out of 100, if there's 30 people that he knows, that's still fine. I don't give a shit.
employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot.
It's still one of those rappers.
Because so many of the female contestants were Mr. Beast employees who got out immediately. Production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all.
That's actually kind of ridiculous, you know? A fair competition and you're just paying out double the prize money for somebody to get out of the contest? That's odd, no?
For nothing. At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. You know, apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many Mr. Beast employees get out immediately. You know, I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think.
As if they have a chance to participate. You are thicker than oil, buddy. Kona.xqcl.
That don't know. It's not wrong. Cooked. Bro, what are we looking at?
In context.
I think that's the expectation.
No, the question. Okay, what is it okay for them to advertise as if they have a chance to participate? Okay, because I think they genuinely do. Unless they disprove it entirely, I'm pretty sure there's a good percentage of people that are random subscribers, and them being in the video and then stepping out, right, and then pulling things from the random subscribers, whatever, right, as in like interactions, people, things that will cause the video to be entertaining, that is the cost of the prize. Okay, the video being entertaining is why the prize exists. You're being mad that the entertainment value is upped so that people can win and win more is like so brain dead. That's fucking stupid.
Expectation when you run.
So the last part of his thing is true. Like, I think indeed if it's more entertaining there will be a bigger prize pool and then people will be more drawn to it, so that's a positive feedback loop. I don't agree that like if you watch these kind of videos, and that's always something that I was kind of confused with, is that they would give away this kind of random things along the competition or along the challenge. So you would be like 100 people in a circle and the last one to leave gets $1 million, and then the 10th person that left actually gets a car or something. Like it's kind of weird that they're dropping out sometimes and like arbitrarily giving gifts to some of the dropouts. It feels like kind of paying the actor like live actually in the challenge itself, like exposing it, like look, this guy is actually a paid actor, we pay him now $10,000 to leave this Rubik Cube solve kind of challenge. It is weird. It is just weird. So I don't agree with XQC there.
So I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged boys versus girls video. So knowing that Mr. Beast likes the results to be close and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge progresses, I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up, and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves...
You know what's funny? I watched all these videos and I called out everything, most of the things that he said are fake. I've called out every time we watched them. Go look at any of my reaction videos. I call this shit out fake all the time.
Aren't actually connected.
And I never bring it up as a problem, because I don't give a shit.
And it happens when he's not even touching...
No, I called out some of them maybe, but he's also coping on a lot.
And he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually
not on a lot, just on certain ideas.
You could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they can sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in this video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money, so rigging the challenge could be seen as a good thing, but there are many examples of contestants losing, and in tradition...
Honestly, I think there should be like a distinction between a challenge that one person does, and that can be more entertaining, like it's a paid actor, he's climbing through this hinderness parkour, this obstacle course, and he's doing quote-unquote seemingly dangerous stuff. I think that's fine. I think the problem for me lays at least is when it's like supposed to be this random challenge that a lot of people partake in, and then you're gonna script the whole thing, and then I can assume that some players get like gifts and certain positions given to them more easily or more frequently than the average random participator. So I think the problem for me is not in this kind of individual video acts.
Is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches, and then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game, but it's not. If they were having...
Really? It's a fair game? So you're saying that if I watch an episode of Survivor, right? And the extremely muscular guy I hired for this task of lifting rocks, and the girl that's against him, right? Wait, are you saying that it's kind of unfair for the girl? No way. No, that's dude. I don't know. Like, it's just brain dead. Some shit is by design unfair. Like
problems finding people.
That's a good point. Like most of the programs, most of the videos we watch are indeed all chosen, or like the challenges are chosen by certain people, and usually they choose challenges that favor more the person that they would like to win. That's just how entertainment goes, you know. If you have a very muscular guy and he's lifting these weights, it's more likely that he will win a physical challenge than this woman that is barely doing any sports throughout the week. That's just also how entertaining goes, you know. Trying to see a woman lift up the boulder can also be, like, also the negative part can be entertainment purpose, you know. It's how big the divide is between one and the other. So
they can see kind
that's
of what
fair,
area
I think.
you're in.
Isn't it that it's rigged?
And they came to my area many times.
Dude, these people ensure the fairness. Okay, but holy fuck, we're so dense. I'm not gonna bother.
The smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, and small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours. And they didn't even open the door because they were like a.
Mr. Beast edited Rosanna and going out of the top 3, creating a fictional story.
Person can't even fit in there. So they went in there and they opened all the cabinets, and my heart was like, oh, they're gonna find me, they're gonna find me. And then I could hear them saying, like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
So I am up here. Okay, I feel good about this spot.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a YouTube original production, Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules, and guarantee you,
that's literally bullshit. If that's
I
true.
climbed in the ceiling, Mr. Beast would eliminate me.
He was in the ceiling!
Also, I think some of the Mr. Beast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get to that later.
This one is pretty difficult because yeah, it's like just one person saying that, but if that was a rule and he broke that rule, then it shows you just a way that they can allow certain contestants to get through certain rounds and how others are probably eliminated if they would spot them breaking that rule. So yeah, it just gives more backstory to the methods they're using.
Build trust with his audience. I want to go on to explain how.
Like the what? What? With what?
Mr. Beast would eliminate me.
The games 2 and 3, Trivia and Sick, had nothing to do with charity. Winners of the competition would receive prize money under the condition that if they give money to their fans. Hey, my cousin of cheating. And also,
I don't think this is anything.
Mr. Beast lies to build trust with his audience. I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more. A call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something, saying subscribe is a call to action. Early in his career, Mr. Beast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, Mr. Beast's audience is primarily children who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement. And you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe. Oh, but there's an even much better version. The call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe
Such
to
a
my
degenerate
channel.
time.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways.
Hold on. Yo?
Of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
PewDiePie.
Holy shit.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million.
Well, I'm confused. So, is he not getting the phones?
Don't get it. All you have to do.
It's related to the whatever you saw or not?
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as
so what are you buying?
Elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any Mr. Beast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a
I don't think I have to, because I've run giveaways on my shit all the time. But no, but if
it's nothing.
And it would be consideration towards
He's just trying to define what it means for him.
These giveaways have been illegal lotteries. We need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, Mr. Beast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay.
And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just go on to talk about how Steven made a profit.
Steven's a handsome name.
So he actually walked away with some money.
We're proud of you, Steven.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize.
No, you fuck it. Brother. Man, I hate reading the chat these days, man. I honestly, I genuinely don't like reading chat these days. Like this shit is so cringe. It's like
everybody's saying defend it.
I'm looking at the video.
The backstory is basically because he likes to also be a bit of a devil's advocate, even though he believes a lot of what he says. He's also like putting out some more extreme opinions, usually to get some conversation going and talk about things. And people usually think that he's like defending the evil and doing the bad thing and actually not just acknowledging what is happening, which is not true in my eyes. I think he's really trying to give honest reviews and reactions to everything. So that's just chat being chat, I guess.
Isn't much. I'm watching it, and you guys are like jumping to bad faith. Like honestly, one, I don't give a fuck. I generally don't. Two, no, actually, I'm not getting it. Like, I actually don't give a fuck. But two, it's like, okay, is there proof that they did go back and actually choose one of these guys at random and give them that, right? Is there a chance that they say, oh yeah, we made a mistake there, and they doubled it? Do we know that they didn't do that? Like, if you're going to approach this and do it the right way, I think it's important to actually hit it in ways that it's kind of irrefutable. Yeah. You think it's illegal? Sure, fine. I mean, then that's your point. But can I be honest with you? I don't care.
Original time frame that they said.
Okay, so we're gonna put 2 iPhones in this piñata, and we're gonna give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're gonna pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000.
Have we done iPhones yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
we did one.
Oh wait, hey Daryl. First, actually, before we do that, we never picked the piñata.
So these clearly fit the definition of an illegal lottery. These clips are also not out of context. No one ever said no purchase necessary. There's nothing in the description or on the website.
So, if somebody's already buying something, you're not allowed to make it different for some of the orders, or whatever. I'm actually having a hard time seeing it.
Maybe I want to add something, like a lot of what he says, and he even uses that as a point, like he just expresses opinions along the video, and usually some of them are not that great of opinions, but he's just giving honest opinions along the way. And yeah, like me, I watched half of the video, I can already give some arguments why what he's saying is not really valid, and that's not how we should argue. We should argue with the same knowledge at the same level. So ideally you would want to hold your opinion until the end of the video, but yeah, that doesn't make for any content. So that's just something I want to add, that he's also very spoken on or vocal about, that people shouldn't really hold things that hard against him.
It's legal.
But basically what the problem is here, people have to buy a hoodie to be able to enter a prize giveaway. And the rules of the prize giveaway are changing all the time. So if you're like buying a hoodie in the next 5 minutes and then they say, oh wait, we'll do it in the next half minute, yeah, then you're just have no chance of winning that prize money. So that's basically why it's an illegal lottery. And yeah, I think somewhere you should say that there is always also a way to take part of this lottery without having any purchase. But yeah, I don't know about those rules.
Well, they didn't show me the laws. They showed me some random document. It's gotta be more complicated. I mean, we have to fucking Google and do all the fucking legwork. That happens all the time, and I'm wondering how they get away with it. It's remove chance.
Right.
If you order this or whatever, oh, because it's a chance. So it cannot. It can't be. It's remove chance.
Yeah, the changing of rules removes the chance to gain anything.
Is that this is bad and they don't do it anymore?
Our city is sold out of PlayStations.
I don't care. Desi says sometimes that he doesn't care or whatever, right?
Stations, and he says,
matter.
are we trying to not sell merch?
Our city is sold out of PlayStations. We don't have any. We have to give away. Are we trying to not sell merch?
So he clearly knows that they're making more money by running these illegal lotteries. Another shady thing he did was constantly suggest that they're doing too many giveaways to make a profit.
My guy over there doing the numbers is like, stop, please. It's like, you do realize every time you give away an Xbox then $1,000, you don't make money. I'm like, oh, I know, we're not gonna make money. What are we doing, guys? We're gonna check after the stream and it's gonna be like, oh no, what a waste. Yeah, I know. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream.
I don't know who this is, but you just got a pair of AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money. Guys, we need to stop giving everyone
It's pretty cringe.
Like almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000.
Odds of winning a prize with purchase 0.06, 1 in 1600. So I guess he counted all the shirts and hoodies sold.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dog shit.
T-shirts at $42 each.
I mean, I'll agree that's actually dog shit.
$22.
Straight up.
But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only one in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee
it's stupid. It's irresponsible, and I'm sure that in hindsight, he thinks it's dog shit.
He has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. Please,
it's dog shit, but it is what it is.
That's why he keeps saying it. Also, they just don't show how winners are picked. So it's probably not actually random. You know, humans have biases. Imagine Jimmy tells the guy off camera, hey, pick a name right now. And he sees two names. One is easy to pronounce, one is not. This is why lotteries are heavily regulated, to ensure fairness. Also, obviously, you have to be 18 to play the lottery. It's gambling. Mr. Beast isn't just promoting gambling to children here. He's running.
What?
And he's running the casino. And this isn't even close to the worst stream he's done. 4 months later, Mr. Beast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer... Would you prefer that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders?
Yeah. Somebody screamed in chat, I want a Switch. Hey. Buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Which each giveaway is its own independent event. You can't give one prize to someone who buys something and a different prize to someone in chat. The prize where you have to buy something is still an
Yeah, it's trash, very irresponsible. Yeah.
illegal lottery, which obviously Mr. Beast knows this, but you know, he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability, you know, pretending to be ignorant of the law.
He's feeling it.
YouTube's a little different than this. Yeah. Because YouTube, I can just do stuff like that. I can just be
You know what? You know what? This will be some fucking brain dead shit, okay? But genuinely, that's actually I see life. Plausible deniability, sure. If it's like one occasion, and then if they delete the video, right? Which they did, I'm pretty sure now they know. And that covered plausible deniability, I'll give it to somebody once. And the reason why I do it once is that it's kind of how the law says it when it comes to the taxes. If you fuck your taxes up, right, out of whatever, right, they can actually give you a chance of like, yeah, whatever, one time. But if you do it again, I mean, they're gonna clap your cheeks. It happened to me once. I was like, I was gonna do my taxes, right, whatever, right, like way back when, and I was like late, whatever, and I burned that chance by accident. But I mean, I didn't go to fucking jail.
like, you know what? Pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones. Got it. I think
I was
can
late.
do that over here. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything, and then someone be like, yeah, actually, that's illegal.
Right. I could not find any way to enter.
Yeah, so by his logic now, he shouldn't really mess or fuck. Ah, shit. So by excuse his own logic, he's saying like if somebody is intentionally hiding it for multiple times, then that is wrongdoing. So it's kind of weird that he's defending right now certain aspects of it while he's also saying that he doesn't forgive more than once. Yeah.
To the big Tesla giveaway without spending at least $42.
We're giving away a Tesla to someone random.
Time is up.
They also gave away
Dave.
24 tickets, which gave you the opportunity to be in a video.
Head miner
Again,
Dave
most of these tickets you
on the
had to
scene.
make a purchase to win.
One random person that buys in one time frame, 10 minutes. We're going to put this in someone's order that buys something.
And we're gonna have 24 people. We're gonna put them in 24 different circles. $1 million on the line. Have some
Bro,
fun.
don't say Team You fucking content cop. This is Alibaba dog shit fucking like selling a car for $6 and they give you a picture of a car. Fucking content cop. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this is. Some Alibaba shit.
There is no Mr. Beast video of 24
I don't know what he
people
means
in
by that.
circles
We have to skip
competing
that
for
one.
$1 million. Unless it ended up being 100 people in a circle competing for $500,000, but that's a smaller prize and much worse odds. So like, did they just pocket the money or what? Hey, it's the pilot guy.
Let's get it!
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac. Another thing that just annoys me is Jimmy constantly.
Now I'm thinking about it, it's also just weird that you're like showing the other contestants like, hey, if you drop out, you have this chance on getting a prize, and then the first one out gets a car, and then the second one out probably gets nothing or something, like it skips a few, and yeah, it's kind of weird and arbitrarily
He's
chosen.
just doing this for fun because he loves giving things away.
Oh, and I just like giving away stuff. It's kind of fun to me.
Imagine you just lost a bunch of money at
Get
the
the
casino,
points in when
and
the
the
bot
owner
comes
comes
on.
out and he
You want to
says,
have points,
"Guys,
I'll tell you that.
The reason I do all this, I just love giving away money. Also, you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
So I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to go place an order at shopmrbeast.com. Anyone watching any of the lives, and we're gonna throw iPhones in some of them.
Chat, I'm telling you, I said it a long time ago. If when you use the target children in one of your videos, I'm listening to 10% of what you're saying. I think that's a good rule of thumb. I don't give a shit. If you say target children, right? When it's not deliberately being done, brother. If your child, okay.
Anyone
If
watching
your child has a credit card and is able to purchase a lot of merchandise online and do all this shit, Man, you're a shit parent, and fuck you. Fuck your shit, brother. You're complete dog shit trash. Actually give up on parenting. Fuck you. Oh.
Like, he's going pretty hard on this point, but it's one of his main points that he's talking about a lot. Like, a lot of content and especially like giveaways are not targeted at children directly, and children log in with fake accounts or with accounts from their parents or whatever, and then the parents are getting mad at the people that made the content for adults that their children are watching it, and then it's kind of this weird like blame another guy for your own incompetence, and XQC is basically done with that argument, which I understand. It's not that black and white. I think like you can't fully control your children, of course. That's also going too much on the other side. For example, a story of mine is that I sneaked my mom's bank account or a credit card once, and I bought an extra RuneScape account and never told her about it, and she was like, huh? PayPal is ripping me off, and I just let it play out, you know. I just didn't say anything, and now she never uses PayPal because she thinks it scammed her once, and it was actually her son. So I never told this to anybody, but now everybody knows. It just happens sometimes, and as a parent you can't really follow whatever your child is doing 100%. So there is definitely some good truth to it, but to be honest, like, you can't control your child 100% of the time, and you have to get good morals into them, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't mean that, like, there is some argument to be made that MrBeast is targeting a lot of children, especially, that don't really have a good grasp on what's going on in the world, how much the money is worth, and they just see a number and they want to win it no matter what. I think adults are way more realistic, like, it's probably fake or set up or whatever, and that's also why they're targeting like chocolate bars and stuff. It's targeted at a younger audience, let's say that. Teenagers, people in their 20s maybe, but that's it.
Oh my god.
iPhones in some of them.
And again, there are very...
Guys, target at children. Use your credit card that you've earned and money that you have to buy product until you're a child.
Watching any of the lives.
All of them rant.
We're going to throw iPhones in some of them.
And again, there are very few videos of this live stream on the internet. I think MrBeast probably copyright strikes re-uploads, but almost any clip you do find will have some...
What if the kid steals a credit card? If you leave your credit card around and your child does this shit, your kid is dog shit.
So I'm dog shit.
He
Nice.
already does that, right? And two, you're leaving your credit card around for your kid to pick up. You're a shit parent. That's double your fault. Double dog shit. You're
That's
a fucking
pretty brute.
loser.
Some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
Let me be clear. I think it's pretty dog shit behavior what I did, but I'm just saying I don't think it's that uncommon for it to happen. And it's more about people or the adults taking responsibility that they shouldn't let their cards be taken, instead of going to the RuneScape or whatever content creator and being like, hey, you should block this from happening, it's your fault. I agree with that point, but I don't agree with the dog shit being dog shit, I guess.
I thought it was him. I was like, he won. Wait, really? Let's go. Wait, it's literally like his initial. Who is it? My cousin. Wait, really?
Actually.
Oh yeah, I am victim blaming. If you're gonna say that a parent is victim to their child, you don't get their shit, brother, log off the stream. Go take a bath or some shit. I will you're bro. Legally, moral.
He's
you
mauling.
Shit. It's a child, brother. It's a child. Holy fuck.
That's illegal.
Some of the common complaints we see in threads about this live stream are that they only signed large t-shirts, so when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt. They kept saying things like, buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win, and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize, and they never received it.
And my shirts, large shirts. I bought a large one,
t-shirt. They kept saying things like buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. Now there's a lot more people.
To be fair, it's kind of difficult to actually use this as evidence. Like, the people that you will hear and will see online are the people that think they got scammed or did get scammed. But we haven't heard about the people that actually were randoms and actually got their prize. So I'm interested to know, like, how much of the percentage are we talking about of people that quote unquote got scammed or really did get scammed. But I think right now, yeah, it's misconstruing a lot of intention. Like, maybe 60% was not intentionally and 40% was intentionally. I don't know. I think there is, it's not bad or good, it's just they did use, it seemed like some unethical approaches are not like consistent with the format that they were preaching and being a charitable thing for people. But I also think that it's like both sides are going a bit overboard in trying to expose the other one. So
Tactics. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they said things like buy now and you will get prize.
If you use a Reddit comment as a source, I'm not
And I received 2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MV and one with a heart and one with a smiley.
I get that.
I was hoping for at least
Reddit
a couple
is a
things
special,
for Christmas for my family.
special kind of
Hi
place.
guys, I'm Bill Gates and I just bought a new yacht and I just gave it away. And it's true because I said so on a Reddit post. Poggers.
This commenter also goes on to explain that she's disabled, has PTSD. Lotteries and scams specifically target vulnerable populations like that. I'm disappointed. My son bought a signed shirt and was so excited. He watched a live stream and saw that people who bought would receive $100. He was excited to win something and be a part of his favorite streamer, Mr. Beast. When the shirt arrived, he was grinning from ear to ear. When he realized that there was no $100, he was visibly disappointed. He said nothing other than, I guess he meant everyone except me. He loves his shirt, but I'm really upset seeing him hurt.
So this guy stood by and saw the premise and did that with his child, right? And that he's saying that's what the child did and the child thought. No, this is what you thought, this is what you did, this is what you bought. The child has nothing to do with this. If anything, you sold your child on some dog shit that you know better on. You absolute fuckwad. What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, it's not wrong about this one. I think, especially in this situation, the dad is responsible. But of course, it's also kind of weird to say that every order that was made in the last 5 minutes would get $100. Like, it's setting up for a false expectation. Of course, there are fine print, but both parties are not acting with their full capacity of their full brain capacity, I would say. So they're just using whatever works for their party.
A lot of people are independently claiming the same things, like that at the end of the live stream they said they were putting $100 in every order. Now, my speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across
I'm not
the
anybody.
table.
You're not gonna sit in front of a child, right? And say, wow, this is a scam and this is bad. This is not gonna happen, right? Hey, little kid, this is gonna happen. Let's buy this. Oh, it didn't happen? My child was scammed. Ah! What the fuck is this?
That they signed.
That's
you're
a very
dumb
good
fuck
point.
parents. You're dumb. You're stupid.
If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will.
Alright, let's take a little smoky break. You know what's going on. Need to get on the higher plane, you know. Also very hungry. Haven't eaten all day almost, but shh. Don't tell Zoe. Alright, be right back.
will be proven true, which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage.
Dog, you're stupid.
If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will be proven true, which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage. So I'll ask you, Jimmy, will you publish this to prove your innocence? Also, using archive.org, we can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream, and while there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited.
I'm not enabling this. I'm just saying that there's a limit to how much guilt and how much there is, and I'm telling you, to me, I see people being stupid, irresponsible, and at best, kind of greedy. It's pretty trash. What would my video say? Yeah, it's pretty bad. They delete the shit. To what I see, they haven't did it since, right? I think they get it. I think they get the law. And maybe they
Mike
get
was
trouble.
on.
I don't know the specifics. We don't know the end of this. Yeah, it's shitty. Okay, what else?
T signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says
I will call the police. Like, what do we do here?
And it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signed.
I think that's a good time in the video to pause.
B, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using.
This guy's like biased to say some dumb shit. You can call himself like forging.
MrBeast's
like
signature. So Tyler signs M.
Of course he's biased. He was an ex-employee, so what do you expect? But yeah, it's pretty shitty to use a signature of MrBeast instead of, you know, just him signing it himself.
Which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around.
This is maximizing how bad things sound. Like it's.
Could you make it any more obvious? You know, you don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle memory. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud. Maybe they could say it's the brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
MB, MrBeast. So this is MrBeast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by MrBeast. It's just got the MB, but that means it's signed by MrBeast. That's obviously his, MrBeast. This is so cool. That's obvious.
26. He's 26 years old,
You know, some
MrBeast.
people bought
Damn.
these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all MrBeast signed merch, which otherwise could have been very valuable one day. This was clearly muscle memory, and judging by his body language, he knew he exposed this. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately looks into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together.
That's pretty,
also, MrBeast said during the live
pretty
stream
obvious.
this was the last time he'd ever signed anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fakes.
He's just diluting his own signature by doing this, so I don't think it's inherently that bad. It's just you make your own signature worthless. I don't think that's a good thing for a person, but yeah, that's up to yourself.
Signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this.
You're very smart with your money.
The guy who just throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
By this point, MrBeast noticed a problem with these CTA giveaways. I mean, obviously they're illegal, but more importantly, they're not as profitable as they could be. Look at it like this. There are two value propositions at play here. The perceived value of the product and the perceived value of the chance to win a prize. So for something like these $42 t-shirts, if the viewer values the chance to be in a video at $10, they need to value the t-shirt at an additional $32 to make the purchase. So the more expensive the product, the less effective the lottery is. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are just paying for the perceived value of the lottery. That's what's most profitable because humans can't accurately comprehend the difference between 1 in a million odds versus 1 in a billion odds. They both kind of just compute as, I have a small chance to win, which MrBeast is well
That's
aware
a very
of
good
this
point.
flaw in human mental arithmetic.
Past a certain point, the average human is like, large sum of money, click. And like, larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also, the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, MrBeast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA giveaways. Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash.
this really doesn't matter. Just stickers was not a good idea.
So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon isn't interesting enough. Someone who puts a photo on the moon, or if you buy the bundle, whatever, and the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to be in a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased
Is
loved
that in
ones
China?
to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded. So obviously MrBeast funded everyone, right? Right? Is it MrBeast's fault that the rocket exploded? No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10, I will put your photo on the moon?
For $10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
Yes.
I'm done!
October 16th, 2021, same thing. Buy this shirt.
I sent the weird to the moon that didn't make it. I can't do it, chat. Chat, I can't do it anymore. Where's the weird champ? Where is it?
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a random number generator.
Psycho.
And then like we just put the number, like if there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks a number between 1 and 1,000, and then my people give me the name. So, the first person that we're inviting to be in our Squid Game, if you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie, is Alonzo Diaz. $10, I'll put inviting to be in our Squid Game. If you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie.
The website is have no purchase necessary, link hidden at the bottom of the page, but there was no mention of this anywhere on the stream. The title was literally buy the shirt to be in a video, and MrBeast said they were selecting random winners from the Shopify order list. All the clips I saw were the same thing, buy in the next X amount of minutes for a chance to be in the video. No.
Alonzo
Straight up
Diaz.
deceiving.
Bro, there's an actual $100 bill.
Would you kid was poke your son? Brother. I didn't say much at all about Pokey, and I ate her cookies on stream, okay? She gave me a box, and I ate them, and I don't give a fuck. I said, yeah, it's kinda dog shit. It doesn't taste good, but it kinda just stops there. That's it. Like, why do you want me some sort of fucking, like, crazy, like, moral grandstand? Sometimes I do sound like I'm moral grandstanding, but I'm not. I'm not gonna moral grandstand this shit.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, now
No one doesn't want to be the schizo.
You and your crew are an inspiration to our young ones. He wanted to send you $100. Everyone click the link, or the view product thing in the bottom left. We're gonna open 3 packages, and whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys. And whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys.
MrBeast is the American dream.
Now I'm going to get to what, in my opinion, is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially the elderly and children, who are also being introduced to gambling. The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember Wizza, a sweepstakes company that got exposed as a total scam? And
that was a disaster.
Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam and had to shut down in the US. Or back in the day, there was Mystery Brand. You remember Mystery Brand?
So Mystery Brand is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box. It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million.
Sure.
Okay. It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million.
I bought the, not $44, it's on sale. $14 women's box. I didn't get the match, and I can't believe it.
I love that you can't click it. Like, they're just like, trust us.
Just
There's a
hammering on
$250
people
million
being
house
stupid.
with your name on it. All the way down to
I guess I'm one of those
Icicle.
stupid people.
Site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the people are getting.
Hey, at least Mr. Beast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least Mr. Beast's manager never went on some podcast.
Yeah, that's no. I'm laughing, but I know how this is terrible. 10x worse. I mean, this massive gambling and fake and dog shit. And this is everything combined, and it's also false advertising with the fucking bullshit. Like, this is.
Mr. Beast really wanted to work with this company. No, what's this?
Is there anything you've had to say no to? Yeah, tons. Yeah. So a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago, and I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate like internet sites where it's basically like CS:GO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's this Supreme box, and you'd pay $50 for it. And remember, it was
didn't Ricegum did?
Yeah,
quite a
Jake
few
Paul.
people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there was a lot of money, and we wanted to give that money away in a video, and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it was a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal. And then Jake, Paul, and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam?
So what you're saying is that the guy did his job, the job he was hired for. So saying is that guy sees something, doesn't know everything about it. Guy whose job it is to know something and investigate something to advise them on doing the right thing, actually looked into it and says, this isn't good, so we're not doing this. And then they didn't do it. Okay, this is the biggest nothing burger I've ever seen it. I am gonna fucking lose my mind. Brother, if somebody comes up and says, yo dude, we could use your thing, your platform, to sell this or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, sure, yeah, we could do it. And I will refer you to my manager, fucking agent, and their job is gonna be to look into what it does, what it is, and the legality, and then they'll give me a, yo man, we're not gonna do this because of this and that, right? And then I'll say, oh, okay, yeah, then we're not doing this then, because at that point he could have still signed it. It's not like this guy like punched him out of signing it. He informed him that it's dog shit, and then he didn't do it. That is what an agent and a manager will do for you, okay? I probably said yes to 10 or 15 additional sponsors that were actually fucking dog shit, right? And there's a chance I would have been in hot water for it, right? But I didn't do it because my agents looked at it and said, this actually is pretty bad because of this. I'm not being obtuse. That's how that works. Like, what the fuck?
To your young impressionable audience. Mr. Beast launched Feastables, his new.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna do a deal with you. Okay. Where? Here it comes. I will give one of your family member $100,000. Boom. Done. All I have to say is shout out to Teresa. Teresa. Shout out Teresa. Okay, wait. Hold on. Pause. Hold on. I want to do this, chat. I want to do this shout out because 100K for a dude sounds fantastic, right? And they give me the paper. I look into it, right? I know what I'm reading, complicated, right? But I want to do it though because it sounds really cool. I get to my agent, my lawyers, whatever, and say, yo, dude, in the fine print, page fucking 63 or whatever, it says, dude, the money will only kick in a year, right? But they have to pay the taxes up front, which is like $30,000. So they have to pay $30K ahead of time, right? Of taxes, but they'll get the money in a year. I'm like, and then the guy says, yo, dude, here, we're not gonna do this. I don't think because look, it's this. And I look at him and say, yeah, that's kind of dog shit. I don't think we should do it anymore then, right? Am I a fucker for saying yes when I heard what it is, but then when the person that advised me says it's bad, we're not gonna do it because of this, I don't think I'm a bitch ass. Like, what? It's his job title to tell him about the specifics. I don't believe that Mr. Beast knew all the specifics and all the bad optics and all, and I'm just not going to assume that. That's just being shitty. I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
New chocolate brand back in January.
This guy is a black on the white fucking retard.
2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients.
So I think here the conversation is about who has the final word, and like if you are the main content creator and you say you stand for something and then afterwards you're gonna crawl back on that one and be like, oh, actually my lawyers didn't say I should do that. That's kind of weird, you know. You shouldn't always give your word or be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then afterwards crawl back. I think you have to be more careful when you actually approach that situation and be like, yeah, it sounds great, let me pass it by my advisors and see if everything checks out. And that's that, you know. You don't publicly say anything about it until you actually checked it with every party that you want to check it by, you know. So I guess he makes a point here, like, depends on how strong his initial response was, like, hey, yes, I'm gonna do it, or no, I'm not gonna do it, and if Mr. Beast actually made anything public about that yet. Otherwise, I think his manager probably did a good job, so yeah.
But still tastes amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are going to have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate.
I didn't miss the point. I got the point.
Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bars.
Dude, I need to buy these.
It's interesting to look back at this because a large part of Feastables' marketing campaign was the fact that it's a better for you brand. That
okay. You may be the manager, hold on, but you're still the CEO of the company. Sign off on this shit. It's why they didn't do it. So they didn't sign up on it.
But it's healthier for you than Hershey's. Less sugar, only 4 ingredients, all organic.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rank.
Okay, so this is an important point that I think gets a bit lost. Like the fact that they're promoting it as a healthy snack, as a healthy bar. So yeah, keep that just in mind.
I'm going to be completely honest. Totally not biased, because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm going to be honest. And I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Compare it to Hershey's. It's our Crunch Bar.
Okay. This is the one you believe in?
Yes.
It's not crazy, Jimmy.
No? You don't like Crunch Bars?
I do like Crunch Bars, but...
I'm still all my companies.
Maybe these are defective. Oh my God!
Why wouldn't I be?
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we going completely off of.
Oh, well, completely off of. We're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10. Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients, infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Also my favorite so far.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate guy.
I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate. I get this a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, so I'm starting to understand this man. Okay, okay. I'm starting to figure this man out. You're gonna like this one, right? You like salt? That means you as a sea salt guy. I'm gonna get rid of these.
I love salt. No, I want the titles.
No, you just don't. Trust me. You're a dark chocolate kind of guy.
Why is he putting those comments at the bottom? Like, why are we validating this fucking brain dead random retard? Why are we putting this on the screen like it matters? Like it's any. Like it's, what the fuck is this?
No, I want the titles. No, you just don't. Trust me. You're a dark chocolate kind of guy. Yes.
Need a social skills tutor. This video on the internet, he should act better because I know what the premise is here and I understand the social setting here, and he should do better than what he's currently doing because I said so. And I, as a maker of this video, dog pack, I will put it on screen because that has validity. Kinda smart. No, kinda fucking retarded.
I can read the room.
Ah!
Stop. Just wanted to add that this right here, of course, like these comments don't mean anything, you know. even though he's acting weird, like I challenge you guys, you know, like all the lurkers like me, just try to do something entertaining and go on the fly and improvise when somebody's not reacting the way you would think they react. It's not an easy job, I think, so definitely have to give some credits there for just going through it and yeah, taking it like a champ, trying to make something funny out of that situation. So yeah, that's not...
Yeah, but this is real.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting...
That's also pretty... yeah, not really talked about enough, I guess, that they changed their formula to actually be a close competitor to the most famous
millions
one.
of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20.
Bob's Burgers Palace or fucking Five Guys. If this shit can be successful, fucking Five Guys.
It's so good.
Who cares? It's called Five Guys. What kind of fucking name is that?
It doesn't matter. The burgers are good.
Branding matters.
Ooh, maybe you should spend a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
That is disgusting.
What's that, brother?
Also, be for real, dude. Five Guys has a nice, clean, appealing aesthetic. You know, the name suggests humble beginnings. This is like a 8-year-old sloppy cotton candy piss burger. It literally looks like a
It's
piss
unnecessary
burger.
to go on that one. On that point.
I can't. I don't even care.
Also, this digital wheel.
Okay, then he's guilty of being Dunning Kruger effect, where he thinks he's smarter, but he's branding other people even though he's not. And we have the arbitrary guy here that can call out this because he's better. Dog Pack 404 popping off. Clearly,
Dog Pack
is not
404.
remotely representative of your actual odds. Mark Rober has talked about this common deceptive casino tactic before.
You recall from the Carnival scam video, the most lucrative games for the Carnival owner are those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near-miss effect, and people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. Mr. Beast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
Also, these tickets.
Wait, well, I'm confused. Wait, is that gambling? Do you have to pay to spin, or I don't get it?
There's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a...
Really? You have to pay to fucking spin this shit?
You have to pay the chocolate bar, right? And then you get probably a coupon code or a code.
My listening.
I assume.
Just do it on the
That's
next
just an
one.
So
assumption.
I am absolutely pigging out on.
Problem gambles I products, loot boxes, I don't.
Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. Mr. Beast is teaching us gambling?
Gambling?
There's
I don't
no cool
understand
music. Anyway, let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers at the time. Just pure chance.
This was just taped.
It was taped.
No freaking way.
So it is like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one.
Well, I'm confused because at the moment it's just a sweepstake or whatever the fuck, right? Like,
Of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bell. What do you got to say to
Jimmy,
say
thank
to him?
you for picking us.
Right.
No, he didn't. It was a random.
Picking
was it
us.
though? Was it random? Also, this guy went on to win the Chocolate Factory, and extremely unlikely things do happen, but can we see how the winners were chosen, maybe? Because knowing how important it is to Jimmy that every video has entertaining contestants through the whole video, it's a little suspicious. I'll just say, in my opinion, as somebody who worked for Mr. Beast, I don't think this large YouTuber won a ticket purely by chance. Also, I know that producers are sort of able to pull strings behind the scenes to give some contestants better chances than others. And he runs these sweepstakes to like bribe children with gambling to consume more sugar. Like, this is far worse than a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket doesn't give you diabetes and only pay out your rich and famous friends. Like, Mr. Beast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay.
Specifically to buy Feastables.
Wait, I don't think... Wait. I'm so confused. Dude, I'm listening as best as I can, but...
So a new market. Ever would have bought
New people to the candy is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not...
People who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically.
Okay, dude, I'm just saying, like, I don't think this podcast is about like health or some hero thing. You're talking about business. He's talking about fucking selling a product and doing a good job at marketing the product, and the result he's getting with selling that product. There's no like sort of morality. Yeah, he's bragging. Yeah, I mean he should. If you create a new market, the people that buy chocolate, that's good. You're selling a product. Like what?
Specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly. I'm bringing.
So I don't think the selling of the product and getting new people chocolate involved is not a bad thing. I think the bad thing here, or what the point that XQC is missing, is that there's actually the relation between the gambling and the chocolate buying, and as you know, like bad habits stimulate each other. So you rather don't want to get different kind of vices and troublesome behavior involved with each other. You want to keep them separate, isolated, so you can deal them whenever you like feel the need to it and have their space to do it. So I think the problem lays within how everything fits together in the ecosystem of Mr. Beast instead of looking at one thing at a time. Because all the things that you look at individually are like a bit gray area more, and if they combine together, then the picture becomes clearer, I guess.
New customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does.
His job isn't to make the world better. His job is to make money. It's a business. He's making money.
But that's a valid point, of course.
You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about, Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that Mr. Beast claims to care so much about.
Don't care. Move on.
Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs.
Don't care.
Mr. Beast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from this.
People make choices. People go around and they choose what they eat. Oh, you made a lot of bad choices. Oh, look, problems happen. Okay.
Stuff we eat.
The only thing real in this video is the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are...
Okay, that's weird again that he's making a comparison like the child's obesity, because it's still a parent that is providing the food and the money for the child to make the choices. So yeah, I guess it's up to the parents on that
in America
area
is
again.
obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
For 30 days straight, we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the U.S. only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of
no, because the point sucks. So whatever you're gonna say is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What he's gonna say, it doesn't matter. The point sucks. That's why people
how
are not
normalized high-calorie and high-sugar diets are in America. But like bribing children to get into the habit of consuming excessive amounts of sugar, like $10,000.
If you're gonna use the word bribe, it has to make sense. Bribing
$10 a day as a giveaway is very deliberate.
That's a pretty strange word
Repeat
to be using
customers
here.
that just buy out of habit. Like doing this, especially when you clearly understand how much of a help.
His point is valid. If the point is that okay, so what's the point then? Explain what the point is.
The point is that he's promoting quote-unquote healthy lifestyle snack kind of things and tying that in with gambling and the chance to win certain things, and he's stimulating a lot of people to actually have it more difficult to make the right choices. It's not inherently wrong what he's doing, it's just a little bad faith if you're like promoting charity and a healthy lifestyle kind of thing.
Selling a product that doesn't make your health better, but is exactly what it is not good. So don't buy chocolate. Okay, you're right. So the point is, don't buy chocolate. Chocolate, not good for you. Okay.
That's not the point.
Anything else? Is that it? Is there poison in the bar? Is there something is there a bomb in the Oh, there isn't. Okay. So what the fuck are we doing here?
There's obviously so much
I
obesity.
think we're almost at where I
stopped
stopped watching.
It's honestly just
haven't watched
evil
yet.
to me. And
Next up, I eat McDonald's on stream 3 times a week. Children watch a stream. I'm making the world a worse place than fuck because I am advertising McDonald's, which cause obesity, high sugar, fats. People die from that and lose limbs from obesity. Chat. You got me. Chat. It's been years I've been doing this, chat. My bad. I'm fucked.
Push back against this a lot.
The morality police is at the door. I've been eating McDonald's.
This year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million
That's
in
totally
a chocolate
different.
bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K. Buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables, and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast said it was probably closer to the other way around and was laughing about it. Like 70% a lottery, 30% a chocolate company.
Dude,
everyone knows.
Just forget Snowden or the Boeing whistleblower. We got this guy. Dude, chat, I lived long enough to get this whistleblower that is fucking blowing the whistle on the evil and shit tactics and the conversation that these guys have at the office. No!
Knows this just
This is insane.
Call to action giveaways.
This information changes everything.
As soon as they stop, it's hard for large
He's
bargain
underplaying
retailers
it.
to sell this shit for 70% off. That's why they push them so hard. Once they stop their diabetes lottery,
It's not gonna
one buys.
necessarily
Also,
change anything, but I think it's definitely the right choice for him to come out, even though he's maybe not the best whistleblower or whatever. Like, you gotta speak up whenever you can, and not everybody's made to be this perfect streamer, you know? We're all just lurkers sometimes. And that's okay, you know? Lurking is a part of lifestyle, so...
This is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the
But when
crew.
it's time to
so
step up,
weird and
we
scummy
have to
me.
step up.
I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out and we bought 10 Teslas.
Something neurodivergent. Bro. Something retard.
Loads of cash and
Like,
all these prizes you
it's
see
what
on
it
the screen.
means
And prizes
in
aside,
this
unlike
instead of
Hershey's,
the way they're writing it down.
these bars only have 4
The way they're using it is that's what they're trying to say, right? Just say it then.
5 ingredients and just genuinely
Neurodivergent. doesn't mean retard, right? But if you're using the term as in this guy's a retard, don't put neurodivergent. You're trying to be inclusive. You're doing worse. You are flipping the script. You are doing worse. Because then it's like, well, I want to mean retard, but I'm for never. Then you're labeling neurodivergent as retard. No, he's a retard.
That's a fair point he's making. Like, if you have to say something bad or like don't use another word for it, that actually means something else, because then the other word gets diluted. So if you meant to say somebody is a retard, you have to say it in those words and not say neurodivergent, because then people that actually use the term neurodivergent as some kind of label to say, hey, I think differently, then that gets diluted, the meaning of it. So yeah, that's a fair point.
It tastes good. Go to feastables.com right
That's
now
pretty
and
off
order some
topic.
chocolate. Only problem is the chocolate river is deteriorating. All the
The only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account, because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perched neck or hidden.
Yo, neurodivergent is some like fucking dog shit modern whistle. What's it called again? Fucking dog whistle or whatever the fuck. You know for a fact when people use neurodivergent, the vast majority of the time, it's in a way to be negative. It has negative connotations to say what they would normally say, which is retard. This is what happens on the majority of the time. At least the way I see being used. Oh my God. If you don't agree with this, you're brainwashed. You're actual, you know people say Matrix Andy? You're actual Matrix Andy.
Indeed.
That's just a consequence of people using the word in the wrong context, I guess, when they're trying to say retard. Yeah, it's not really the cause.
Deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to
so we're saying that, so what you're saying is that in that clip where Hassan is yelling at that one viewer and he's calling him neurodivergent,
it's getting personal for him.
Is, on the scale of being neurodivergent and accepted as a nice person that is having some neurodivergent capacities here or there, whatever. No, it means, yo, you guys are fucking retard. That's what it means.
For free.
It's how it's being used.
Separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal? How
Wait,
do you
what? I missed that one.
a day? For free.
It's how it's being used.
Separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal? How do you?
Let's actually, you know what? For once, so yes, I'm schizo. Let's. no, because this is something that happened a long time ago.
Still thinking about the other thing. He
Right?
didn't hear anything about the last point. What? It's also kind of shitty, making the entry so difficult so that people will just buy the chocolate bar to get around the law.
Chat. Give me the clip. I'm not Googling. Give me the clip.
Mail something without making a purchase. Cards, envelopes, stamps. The free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes.
Apparently, this guy wants to debate me or whatever. If this is true, if this is not true, sorry, buddy. If that's true, I don't care. You wanna know why I don't give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I promote gambling loud and proud. I don't give a fuck. I fucking love gambling. You think that you can use your voice or your platform, whatever, to promote some guy who promotes gambling to children? Oh my God! No way! No way! No! Okay, dude. Okay, back off. Back off. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Le Bandit Max or bust. Suck it.
Law for a second. Payment isn't the only form of consideration.
Again, he's taking this so personally, while there is no real correlation between what's happened to him or what people said about him and Mr. Beast. So I don't know where he's going on this rant.
Show me a max win. Then we can get on this
directly benefits Mr. Beast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelfie cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy, obviously. How can I successfully clean up the shelves? Wow, glad you asked.
What is
Bro,
this?
stop. Hold on, 45.
The free entry method.
So the free entry method is
Flip
more.
my yo.
The free entry is more expensive than the buying chocolate, and also, what was the second point?
Bro. This guy. Yo, you fucking get cooked. Oh, bitch ass. This guy, I can't believe it. Dude.
Can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort.
Did you from the clip?
Here, what are you doing?
Okay, so this is a clip why he takes it personally.
Anyone on the topic? I went on national television numerous times to debate the topic. You fucking dumbass. What the fuck do you mean I'm scared to debate people on the topic? You dumb, neurodivergent weirdos online on Reddit.
Okay, so call the guy dumbass. Calls the guy dumbass twice, okay? If he's calling him dumb, and you genuinely think, that the word neurodivergent is being used in here in a way to express something positive, something that represents a group of people, something that is, bro, you need to log off the computer.
Yes.
What he means is retard. That's what he means here. Okay? That's what it is. Anything else is some
How did he
dumb
get
shit
here?
You're gonna say, I'm not gonna hear it. What is this saying? Hold on. Let me refresh this.
Flip my burger.
Bro, I don't agree with you. Yo,
Okay.
I don't agree with you. Looks bad, is bad. I'm pretty sure he knows better now, right? If he wants to atone, I think he should, right? He doesn't want to, I'm not gonna cry about it. If the videos are taken down, I think his lawyers or teams understand, yeah, don't do this shit, it's bad. They don't do it anymore. Gotcha. But, this shit, yeah, bad.
It's not like it's one moment or something, right? This guy has been taking it down probably earlier because this guy who made the original video started before the drama came out. So yeah, they knew about it earlier and they still didn't do anything. Yeah, kind of weird, I guess. Like just swept it under the rug and hope nobody would talk about it or something, or have a big enough impact to actually have a voice that people listen to. So yeah, still kind of weird from them.
It's just there are things that are pre-mute, right? You need to understand the degree of what hill am I going to die on, right? And when you present points that are for most people very mute, and you present yourself as, dude, I'm gonna die on this hill. The separation or the distance between what it is and the dramatic effect of how bad it is, if these two things are very separate, it's gonna come across as, man, this is kind of forced and a little bit cringe. That's what I feel right now. It's like, dude, this is illegal scheming of gambling to children to get them to buy chocolate to die in the coal mines in the countries in which we've built the wells in the video for profit. So that's what we're doing. Holy fuck, I must call the police about this. And it's like, oh, okay. So like, reaction or whatever towards what's actually happening, there's a pretty, it's just too distant. It falls flat. And for me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess there is a
Does that make
case
sense?
to be made about the biasness, but yeah, who else do you expect to make such a video, you know? Nobody has that information or the dedication to go through it all. So yeah, I guess that's just how things come to light, you know? And now there's gonna be a real investigation and real numbers and what really happened. So yeah, it's just for getting the spotlight on the Mr. Beast crew. Not to say or to initiate that they actually are guilty straight from the bat, but
what is it? LA Gamma Brain, bro. I've always had Gamma Brain. Okay, two. Streams were actually peak with Gamba, and the stream hadn't actually peaked in total value and goodness, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna like this is a part that I haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna skip a few parts that he takes personally. I just want to stick more to the Mr. Beast.
And LA Brain pretty bad. Gamma Brain
Q and to.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, I don't care.
Deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate.
He's also growing as a
3" by
person,
5"
so.
hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're out? Stamps, the time or effort that directly benefits Mr. Beast in some way? Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelfie cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly
weird.
thing, but it got a lot of controversy.
It was a good try or attempt.
How can I successfully clean up the shelves?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wow, glad you asked.
I agree, it's bad.
No, I think this one is actually not that bad, you know? Like, it's actually trying to improve how people react and interact with products in the store, in the grocery stores, or in a supermarket. No, I don't think that's inherently something bad. It was a good attempt. It may not have worked out the way they wanted it to. I don't know the rest of the story, so...
More than the...
Why are they talking to each other?
Bad games fell off a pillion.
Going back to sweepstakes law for a second.
Jeez, bro. Jeez, man. I mean, got him. I guess. You got him. Yeah, you win.
Chocolate bar itself.
You win
Also,
it.
going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits Mr. Beast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelfie cleanup and $5,000.
Best tasting chocolate in the world.
You're fired.
What? This is such horse shit. You can do that?
I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a third place ranking.
But I do think their branding is like world's best chocolate bar is how do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even fucking mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I would think you'd have to, I don't know. I'm sure whoever worked on his marketing gave some thought to it or something.
Okay, one last point of consideration. Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration. In the attention economy, it is the...
Alright, listen. You cooked me earlier, brother, so I get to cook a video, okay? For more consideration and time, I spent 47 minutes watching this video. Okay, I didn't gain $1. What I got is fucking cancer. Okay?
The valuable...
I might report this.
Resource that advertisers directly...
I'm saying,
He's content farming.
Live streams when Mr. Beast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries.
He likes to make
we're
it
gonna be giving away
personal.
some free stuff to people who keep watching. He does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm just kidding, don't do that.
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep
Jesus
watching,
Christ.
okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. Randomly, I'm not gonna tell you when, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. I'm gonna randomly pick one person and watch.
You know what I'm saying is that, yes, I did say this was irresponsible and stupid, and I'm pretty sure they get the point. They don't, I mean, listen. I will make it my mission. If this is something that still happens and is recurrence, and they go back into these tactics, I will call it out. Okay, you can hold me accountable. I don't care.
Builds all these wells, or cures people of this blindness. It's almost like he.
I don't know, it's just like the gravity and the interaction with different aspects of their branding and how they delivered all these products is kind of, I don't know, I guess the first time you can forgive it, but like there are a lot of first times at the same time happening, so I don't know, I think it was more with bad faith and bad intent than XQC likes to shine out.
So older audiences don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him, and they're thinking, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement.
So, VTuber, before I'm gonna just get the rest, but Chai, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. Listen, here's a drawing of why you're wrong.
He's gonna be talking about this.
Isn't it very important?
1 more hour. What the hell?
Okay, here's a graph because you like graphs apparently. In most of the time, right, you have to think, okay, what is this person getting out of this, right? And what are they giving out of that, right? Right. So let's say this is what somebody gives. This is not even gonna be a graph. This doesn't make sense. And this is what they get, right? Okay, so red is what they get. Positive will be green. This is what they get. This is what they lose, right? Oh, for sure.
Exploiting people.
Kidding, I'm a juicer. Let me with the lawsuits. Which one? You getting sued? I do like I do. I mean, it's like, I'm not mad about it. It's true. I'm 3-0. Yeah, I'm about to be 3-0. I'm already up 2-0.
3-0. Okay.
Like, you know. But you get to be you get to feel like you're winning though.
People for these views. So older audiences don't love him, but the tween audience, they love him, and they're thinking, you know, watching him.
Okay, wait. So what I'm saying is that after thorough analysis, and I thought about this again, the video where he's helping people, I genuinely believe that the exchange is decently fair of what he's getting and what he's losing, because he probably doesn't lose a lot. I think he does overrepresent how much he loses. If you compare him to what people in general will greenlight as an okay trade, right? Such as the TikTok videos where they go like, yo, dude, and they get a lot of views and money, of course. And they'll go, oh, you're homeless, dude? Yo, bruh, here's my camera, man. I got you, dude. Today, music kicks in. I got you, man. Bro, here's a hot meal from McDonald's, man. Boom. $6. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought. And this interaction is pretty much greenlit on the internet. This is what people accept to high rates. And I'm talking the absolute vast majority, right? So when I look at the difference between Mr. Beast and those that are greenlit, now you're gonna act like this is a problem? Dude, stop. You sound stupid.
I don't think, like, he makes a very good point, obviously. Like, the helping and charity kind of TikTok videos are just as brain dead as some other videos are. But I think the value that people are getting once they get in is good, but to be able to get in and the amount of effort you have to go through and how it's supposed to be random and with full of paid actors and whatever, all these aspects together, which are not all proven yet, so we can only make assumptions. All these together make a way worse impression than just one guy giving a McDonald's meal to a homeless a homeless guy in the street, because there was not like an expectation for people to win or gain anything. There was not this call to action, I guess, as they say.
Him could get me a car. Core audience is like.
You think I'm brain dead? Alright, man. Well, man. I know the brain dead. If you don't agree, it's fine. I think different opinions is. I'll go in this order. I'll go in this order. I don't give a fuck. Bro.
Oh, they're going on Discord.
I gotta go to bed, guys. I've been away for a while. I barely slept. I did back-to-back, dude. I'm retarded. I'm gonna have to say that. Okay, give me the scored number. Guys, I don't want to hear this. Oh, dude, you got clapped here. Is it? I told you what it is.
There's 3 controversies going on. Check this out. Link.
Listen, I'm not gonna hide it or whatever. I cooked up the stove. I put the egg, and it's cooking, brother. It's cooking real bad.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, it's cooking. I mean, listen. I might have called you the bad side of neurodivergent, but with all due fairness, though, some of the points were pretty bad, right? But hey, you can debate me right now and prove me wrong. So go ahead, man.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can get into the major claims. We could start with faking videos. Do you have a problem with that? Yes or no?
Sure. Let me open up a notepad. Hold on.
It's funny how Mr. Beast has 3 controversies going on. Check this out.
I don't want to lose track of what we're doing, because a lot of times when I do like quote unquote debates, whatever, we lose track of what the main point is, whatever, and then I get caught in loops and I get trolled. So sure. Faking vids. Okay, so it depends what in the faking it that I think is an important claim. So with new information, the information that you brought up, right, of like a lot of his employees or whatever, the problem is that I don't have the density, right? I do believe that there's an equilibrium of people that you add on that are kind of safe or for entertainment that'll make the video better for quality, right? And not while still saying, yeah, these are people who are subscribers, right? But the problem is that I don't. The reason why this point wasn't with some of your viewers or whatever, it doesn't resonate with me, is that I don't know what the density of that is. Like how out of 100, how many people are his employees and people are not, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think lately, like, people are saying, reacting to my videos saying, oh my god, he's saying all his videos are fake. Not really. I mean, back in the day, I think they were real. And back in the day, like, he at least was transparent when he used his employees in the videos. Now he's presenting it as saying, oh, here's a contestant, and the contestant is Mac. Or he's saying, here's 100 random subscribers, and like 30 of them are his employees. And I feel that, like, that's where the problem is where you're like deceiving the audience, and then you're also having your employees essentially taking spots away from random people. And then obviously because they're your employees, you can instruct them what to do. They can sort of rig the challenge in certain ways.
Okay, I don't think it's a bad point. But like I said earlier, I think something that I like to myself sometimes is like for sure I call that health of the broadcast. What the health of the broadcast is like I think there's a level of purity that I'll accept, right? Most of the time, and I think that his level of purity, I think, is on the low side, but I do also think that you're making the level of purity kind of lower, kind of in the video, or make it seem lower, or like it's bad. So what I mean by that is that 100%, I think having people that you know are employees in the video, yes, sucks, right? But I don't think there's much of a loss in general out of saying, guys, these people are random, right? And some of them being not random. Like, the deception isn't very harmful, right?
Well, I think you're using that deception to then.
I just thought about it. What I would think would be the best solution, and I would say like something like The Mole would actually be a very good example. Like that's a Belgian TV series, and in there is like one paid actor who is actually trying to discourage and make exercise or contests fail, in order to troll the people and don't get the full prize money and whatever reason there is. But they actually announced like, hey, among you 10 guys, there is one mole, one person that is not going to be cooperating to their full extent with you guys, in order for you guys to not succeed. So I think such kind of setups would be way fairer and way more appropriate for also creating content and entertainment, whilst also applying the rules like, hey, this is random, you shouldn't trust anybody from the start. There can be paid actors in there that try to deceive you, but they are not eligible, or they can only win if they can manipulate and deceive everybody, basically. That's what I was going to.
And like build trust with your audience, and then you're selling them products saying, hey, you could be in this video. Or you're like saying, hey, if you engage with me a lot, if you're a big supporter, one day you could be in one of these videos. And it's not really true. I mean, like saying subscribe and you can be in a video, it's actually completely false, because there's zero correlation between like subscribing and being in a video. It's like saying, you know, touch a banana and you can go to the NBA. Like, it's completely irrelevant. You'd have to apply through casting. You'd have to be like local to the area. You have a big boosted chance if you like know people who are involved in the production.
Just asking, are these things that are kind of known, that you know, that are kind of proven that they have to be part of the area and all that? Or is that,
Yeah, I showed the internal Slack message in my video where it says, hey, we're looking for new contestants, send to friends and family. We're putting a big emphasis on replenishing our local database. Let me know who applies right here. And then like in the videos, I have far more evidence than I put in the videos. I mean, I could send you some on Discord right now, like of.
See, but that's important though.
What is? I have evidence of like more
Yeah,
examples.
well, that's more important than the fact itself.
What is?
The proof and what that is, right, is more important than the fact.
Endless. The video would be 6 hours if I included all proof of every single illegal lottery, of every single example of people being in the videos.
No, but see,
like,
okay, so
in that Willy Wonka one where I talk about Dello Vlogs winning a golden ticket, I had somebody after I posted the video who worked at Mr. Beast during that time DM me saying, hey, there's also this guy Justin in that video who's Ava Chris Tyson's cousin. Okay, and he runs the charter business, the bus charter business that like transports contestants, and he lives in the local area, and he's Chris Tyson's cousin, and he apparently randomly won a golden ticket.
Okay, so that's really good, right? So you need to put yourself in the viewer position, such as me, right? So if I'm operating at a blind, there's not much I can do here, right? Let's say I say, yo, dude, allegedly, of course, Bill Gates' juicer is fucking massive. It's just massive, right? And I said to people, well, nobody's gonna take me seriously. On Twitter, nobody's gonna be like, okay, whatever, this is like a joke, right? But then, like, well, look, well, he told me I could show the picture. Here's a picture, and then I show it. What's more important? The statement of saying that his juice is massive, or the picture? Well, the picture is more important.
Oh, the picture is evidence. Yeah, I think I supplied ample evidence in my video.
When it comes down to contestant density, or whatever, right, and where they come from, even I watched the video thoroughly. Well, I mean, I had no idea.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how many, because...
Okay, it's just for the amount of proof, but it did, show one of those messages. It didn't brought home the point very well, but it was in there.
Because from my perspective,
So
I to that topic was still pretty mute, right? Because I don't really give a fuck, but I don't believe that the deception is like a problem.
I don't know, man. I mean, chat's saying you're 0-5, and we've only gone over 1 point. So do you want to move on to like the illegal audience now, or what?
So maybe I've gone past this point where you start as a creator, right? And you base your life views on chat validation, right? So clearly you're not past that point still, right? Where like, I'm telling you.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Like the frequency that it happens matters, of course.
Well, the density. Density is the number 1 point. Like, I don't know the density, right? And as you bring new information that you've withheld, right? Well, that's like a completely different ball game. Well, because now, what the video was giving me, right? What the video was giving me, I had no idea the density. Because in a video you show like one girl, a guy, a this. Now we're at 3. There's 100 contestants, right? So like even then it's like, okay, so at worst, 3% of the are controlled subjects. I don't really have a problem with that.
It's definitely more than that, but that was also a video from like 2 years ago. The density shifts over time. Now you're seeing in more recent videos, 100% of the contestants are either friends or family of the employees or people who are in the industry. Even did you see the 50 YouTubers compete for $1 million? Both of the people who won Cybertrucks, they were presented as, hey, these are like random fans or whatever. They're both in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then also that video, Logan Paul and KSI, allegedly, but very clearly, had inside information as to what the challenges were.
Yeah.
So if you're running a contest, if you're running competitions, if you're running a game show, which Mr. Beast is, like, he's the largest game show in the world.
Well, hold on.
With, like, the highest viewership, and he doesn't have to follow traditional game show regulations.
Oh, hold on. Okay, then. Is it a game show?
I would absolutely describe it as a game show. Yes.
Okay.
Would you not?
So, those contestants did win that money.
What contestants?
Okay, so if I say, guys, this is a game show, blah, 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 right? And I did this whole game show, and everything is controlled, and nobody wins anything, right? Is that bad?
Yeah. No, I never said his prize money is fake. Is that what you're assuming?
No. I'm saying, would it be bad if the whole thing was fake or whatever?
If you're not transparent about that, yes.
Okay. In my opinion, his role is entertain, and I kind of get that a little bit, right? I don't think it's a complete. I don't think it's a terrible argument, right? But I personally, when I watch his videos, I'll assume off the rip the whole thing is fake, and anything else I don't give, because I'm entertained regardless. I like seeing people do and wiggle. I like seeing people wiggle around and do whatever fake challenge, whatever, because I think it's fun. And if they win that money, and it's his friend and he didn't get the money, I don't think I'm gonna go on allegedly. I will make a crazy call here, and say, you know what? I think most people didn't get money, or didn't get the money from what they're doing, because it wasn't even a game show to begin with. From years, all of his videos, right? And that's what I assume, and I don't give a shit. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, so yeah, that's a really easy point to refute, because like what you...
So he's basically saying that he doesn't care if everybody was a paid actor, because the fact that it's described as a game show doesn't conclusively say that it's a lottery, or that some prize is gonna be won eventually. So people take part with their own capabilities and knowledge that they might not win anything. So
You're
it's a fair
about
point.
Something like WWE, where it's entirely for entertainment value.
Yeah.
But now imagine the WWE said, "Hey, buy these T-shirts, and you can be in the WWE, and you can be in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
And if you win the wrestling match, you can win $250,000 in a Lamborghini and a house."
Yeah. So now you can isolate that. Then I think you can separate these two behaviors then.
Yeah. Well, it's when you look at faking the videos or whatever, there's multiple issues, which is one of which is obviously like having employees. Then the other issue is like having not employees, and then you're unfairly rigging.
Yes. Okay. So since you didn't watch my reaction, then yes, I did agree that these behaviors were one, bad, pretty trashy, greedy, and irresponsible, right?
And potentially illegal.
No, that definitely is illegal. Because videos were deleted. I think there's more evidence than not that they know something was up after the fact, right? And was removed, and then quote unquote corrected the behavior, right? But I'm not gonna make the assumption that the whole thing was made in a way that they knew that and did that intentionally, knowing it was legal. I'm not ready to make that assumption. Is what I was saying when I was doing this. But yeah, you can call it out for what it is, but I'm not gonna call out and make bad assumptions on the intention. Does that make sense?
I think it's not about the intention. The fact that they removed this before everything came to light showed them that they knew it was wrong, and they didn't talk or made any public opinions or statements that, for example, the chocolate bar isn't as healthy as they promoted or whatever. Like, at least to the knowledge or the extent that I've seen. Of course, I've seen only one video, and it's a video that's very biased, so there might be other clips where they refute whatever they're saying in this one, but I think it's not about the intention, because intention was maybe or probably is good, but it's about when something comes to light and you have to take responsibility that you actually take it.
Which I think is fair.
Even if you think like selling fake signatures, like, okay, I did talk to
bad. I think that's all bad. All bad.
I talked to a former employee after that, and he worked on that, and he said they had 4 tables set up, that all the boys, and like including people who I've never even heard of, like a guy named Jackson or whatever, they were like taking shifts, signing T-shirts of MB.
Yeah, it's impossible. So it's impossible because I've done it. I've sold merch, right? And I said, whether this is illegal or not. I was putting a Pokemon card that was signed in every order.
Are you about to self-report?
I don't give a fuck. Put me in jail, motherfucker.
All right, go for it, man.
Okay, so every order, every one of them. It wasn't a sweepstake. There's no chance. No chance, right? The order came with a signature, right? And I sold a bunch, but it took me for fucking ever to sign this shit. Like for actually ever. And I had to do it over like 2 weeks every night, right? Because it was I don't remember how much it was. It was about a box, I would say this, like a full booster box. It was 2 full booster box, full. I signed every one of them, right? So I know for a fact, since I've done it, that whatever they're showing is absolutely impossible by a margin of like 100x, right? Make sense?
Wait, are you saying you did sign every one, or you did not?
Yeah, I did. So I know that I know that Mr. Beast didn't sign all of them. It's no,
Felt like he was gonna self-report and then try to get it back.
It's not possible.
Yeah, but children watching don't know that when you're saying that, hey, Mr.
Oh,
Beast
yeah, for sure.
is going to sign them, and every signature is
So
authentic.
it's bad. I think it's like false advertising. I think it's bad practice. It's bad looks. I think the whole thing is pretty trash.
But would you say that Mr. Beast, would you give him the benefit of the doubt again, that he didn't intentionally know that it was bad to sell fake signatures?
Okay, in what sense? Go ahead. As in like Okay.
Do you think when he decided to do that?
Yeah.
Do you think he thought, oh, this is like morally cool, like this is what people are expecting, this is great?
Okay. Yeah.
Or do you think that he knew that it was bad? Because you just said you know it's bad. So you
Yeah.
think when he did it, he knew it was bad?
Yeah. So let's talk about like how bad it is in like a pH level. You know.
He also did multiple streams of this one. It's not like one stream that he did, so I guess, I don't know, XQC is not being hard enough or more outspoken enough about this one. I think he's maybe holding back a bit for some
A
better
pH like
reason.
7 is medium and 14 0 whatever, right? If 0 is really bad, right, I'll give this like a 5, right? So like on the bad side, because the people that know about this and know this information, I think from what I'm seeing, were watching the live stream, right? And we're seeing in real time, I would assume, people signing that aren't Mr. Beast as Mr. Beast, right?
No,
Yes
that's
or
a stretch.
No, that happened once on camera, and it was a slip up. It's the clip that I showed. They tried to hide it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
so
pay
they did
attention
that
for
off
that one.
camera, and then the person that you see on your screen on the right, Tyler, he signed one on camera, and then he had that reaction that I showed in the video of
Bad,
him
yeah,
sort of like,
yeah. So
it was a mistake.
Okay, but even if it wasn't, because I watched it as in like, oh, it was a mistake. Well, I said it was bad, but yeah, bad. I did watch the video.
He's
chat, because
backtracking a
of-
bit.
It was more the fact that even if it was bad, that's where it's at. So on that premise, I'm still at a point where I'm trying to find the absolute dog shit, right?
Right.
And I've called things for bad for what they are, bad most of the time, but I haven't found like the big holy fuck, this guy's like some evil. The way it's gonna be represented, that's kind of the main point of this.
Well, I think when you add together all,
I don't think the point is also that he's like a criminal or something. It's just the image he's portraying and the branding he's doing is totally not in line with the actions he's taking now. Especially when now there's more spotlight on it.
of the intentional lying,
being
whether
quiet
it's about
and
the signatures or the videos
yeah.
being real, or about people, you know, fans who can be in the videos, or if it's about him saying, hey, I know that, you know, chocolate causes diabetes, so I'm going to make healthy chocolate or whatever. And then he turns and flips it and sells the, you know, changes the formula or whatever. Like, I feel like if you just add it all together, it kind of paints a picture of like oh, this guy's kind of a liar a little bit, you know? And I think that's just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something that people do a lot with people that have a big front end of their company, right? People that are more vocal and transparent, whatever. Because the person is kind of within reach, they'll call them out a lot, right? But I think it's a pretty, I think, again, it's pretty mute because it's like standard business practice, right? Whether you think this is bad or not, right? Business makes product, business sells product, business operate within the confines of the law to sell product and sell more product, and they do so. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's a big deal, and
it's just I think people never really realized, I guess, that the personal autographs they got online were actually probably also not real, but the fact that he is like sharing it and doing it live and then trying to cover it up with the oopsie and promoting on his site that it's personally signed by Mr. Beast and his crew, that's kind of disingenuous, you know.
It falls on deaf ears.
It's not
And
a dog shit kind of thing.
For
like,
most
so
people,
that's true.
right? I think it's a criticism that doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad to hear that you think that way, to be honest.
Really, how so? Go ahead. How so?
That it doesn't like bother you that people are just like intentionally lying to children for profit and
because I think if you one have the money, right, to buy shit and your parents aren't at all moderating your behavior or doing good parenting, and on top of that you think you can buy healthy chocolate, I think you're kind of brain dead. Healthy chocolate, like
healthier was the
oh come on, brother.
Well, I know logically from his point of view, it doesn't make any sense. It's like trying to sell healthier cigarettes and then sell them to people who don't smoke. And you're like, well, how the fuck are you improving the health? It doesn't make sense. But that's what I'm pointing out in the video, is that what he's claiming, what he publicly states about, hey, I'm this nice, generous guy. I just want to help the world and do all these things. So it's like, okay, well, you could do that, or you could, sell chocolate. And he's kind of the guy who...
He is taking that spotlight and saying these things, so it's only normal. I think people will be more vocal to criticize things, even though that maybe in other industries similar things are happening, because this is just more in the face, you know? It's more of a slap in the face.
Sells chocolate. In my opinion.
Give me your last point. Wait. Okay.
Concern is that he's marketing it as a healthier alternative, and then it's not. Admitted to me that they were lottery schemes, and that was the intention behind them, to effectively bribe children to consume more chocolate.
You're using the word bribe wrong, but
well, it's effectively what you're doing is you're adding a financial incentive. You're adding a financial incentive for children to.
It has to be an exchange of capital for a service or whatnot, and that's not what bribing is. In this instance, you're not.
Ignore whatever technical definition you're using. There's multiple definitions of the word bribe, but I'm just using the colloquial financial attachment of financial incentive. You're like persuading somebody with the promise of money.
Now he's going into semantics. Otherwise, he's always saying that it's not a word going into.
Yeah, well, and terminology is very important because if you're gonna when you use kind of strong terms,
it's semantics. I'm not accusing him of bribery, like a crime.
You should have used a more neutral word, I guess.
I'm using the colloquial. He's bribing them. And I said effectively bribing them to consume more chocolate. That's the effective result.
That's okay.
Semantics. I think the semantics are the only thing that matters here, but
sort of.
No, not really. Semantics don't matter that much. He's just trying to paint a picture that's a bit more negative, but in the end, he is giving a lot of new insights and spotlight on different things that XQC is a bit ignoring, in my opinion.
Lottery incentive to consume more chocolate. And that's a problem. It's effectively a slot machine, but the slot machine, to play it, you have to buy a bar of chocolate. And most people, if you're buying a bar of chocolate, you're consuming it.
All right. I guess that makes sense. I guess the reason why I don't say it as a problem, maybe I'm insensitive to it or whatever, because I think it's a practice that's fucking everywhere. Even when I was young, I'd buy like fucking candy because of like what was at the top. It was like some.
That's a really bad argument. Like saying that something is okay because it was like that when you were young. Like the definition of what we do is to evolve, right? To get better and better systems in place for people to thrive and take as much as they can from life and as they want. So yeah, it's not a good argument.
Some plastic figurine or whatever, right? And it's like you could get like any of them, and then you'd buy like candy to get the right one. Literally gambling. And that's pretty much everywhere, and it's like whatever.
Whoa. No, a plastic figurine, a McDonald's toy, is not gambling. Okay, this isn't
Oh, it is. Oh, it absolutely is.
This isn't getting your family out of poverty because you got the fucking Spider-Man toy from your cereal box.
Shit. You're gonna fall. Oh, you fell for the trap. Come on, man. This is classic. This is a classic. It's not gambling. It absolutely fucking is.
Because you get a toy out of a cereal box?
I don't give a fuck. The behavior, like in the video says, the behavior is the problem. Now you can say the semantics, well, you get an item out of this. What are you gonna? No. It's you want something desirable. There's a chance of getting that thing that is desirable. You're repeating the behavior in order to get the desirable item. That's gambling.
But the desirable item in this case has a estimated retail value of like $3.50. Is that what we're talking about?
Gambling.
That's a difficult one. It is true that in some way you can see it as gambling if you really want that one specific action figure. But on the other hand, like, at least you always get a action figure, you know? Like, imagine going to expect an action figure and be like, ah, yes, only 3 out of 10 boxes get an action figure, and the 3 boxes that get the action figure are actually given to friends and family. Like, I think it's not a similar comparison that you can make.
No.
But it's definitely gambling in some way, but it's not comparable in this scenario.
My money at the. That's
so now we're going to semantics of gambling.
Old debated shit that people were branded about. Another problem that I got. This one.
40 more minutes. Sheesh.
Where he was gonna do. Okay, so again, I'm now blind because there's not a lot of proof or a lot of context or whatever. People doing the bullshit fucking buy a woman's box, get 250 mil property.
Okay, right? I think we got the gist of it, you know.
And then you show the video.
We're now repeating some points.
I think it's important when you show clips.
Wait, let's make this point.
The reason why showing a clip, I always call people out on the clips they use and why they use them, and a lot of them is brain dead. I believe the usage here of the clip to be fucking brain dead. It's like the guy that's his agent, right? Is like, yeah, like we're not gonna do this because.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna go through each of the points one by one. This was not one of his strongest points, indeed. So yeah, I'll give it to XQC in this one. Anyway, I think I said all my thoughts and comments on this video. If I missed anything important, do let me know. But for now, I'm checking out. This is Bench, and see you guys next week. Bye bye.